Well, Paul, how disappointed are you with that performance today?
Yeah, I am. Obviously the result, but the performance, we weren't good enough. We had moments, and I thought when we did pass the ball, we did cut through them, but then I think for the whole game we didn't have enough quality in the final third. You could see that whether it was the final pass, the final touch. We didn't have enough quality, and probably if ever a game was going to fizzle out to a 0-0, it was that one. So the disappointing thing is when we do play like that, we want to make sure we get the point.
Can you put your finger on why it was so lacklustre? There was a lethargy about the team.
Yeah, that's how it appeared. That's what we're speaking about now. We looked like a team who we just got back together tomorrow morning. That's what we looked like, and yeah, it's frustrating. Because, like I say, I know we're far better team than we've shown today, and the boys are hurting and they're disappointed. But as it is in the Championship, 3 days we've got another game and another important one, so we have to make sure we're ready for that.
I suppose it's perhaps because the narrative was, look, 8 games to go, most of the team or a significant chunk of the team had a break, and you're thinking, right, up and at them, and for both teams really, it just never appeared like that.
No, it was it wasn't a good game. Like I say, I've just looked at some of the stats and things, and although we might have had more of the ball, pretty even in terms of efforts and not many on target, and like I say, the winning goal was a deflected own goal, and that was the story of the game. It wasn't a end-to-end exhilarating game. We had moments where we break on them, we had moments where we opened them up, but today we didn't have the quality and the killer instinct in the final third.
In isolation, because obviously the home form's been terrific, how concerned are you about the away form?
Well, no, I'm not, because I am in this recent run. Obviously we want to be winning, and you could take a hell of a lot of pressure off yourself winning away games. It means a hell of a lot to take points away from home, but the home form's been really good all the way through. So was the away form until the last 4 games or so yeah, that's the disappointing thing. The good thing is we've got 5 out of the last 7 at home, and that is to our advantage. It's apparent, so we have to make sure we capitalise on that.
Ollie McBurney wasn't involved today. Why is that?
I'm sick of talking about it. Obviously we had Bill. We thought Bill might get Bill available. He was pushing to be fit and not quite fit on Friday. Ollie in the week just hit a shot and felt his thigh. Again, wanted to sit on the bench, but with me knowing Bill was out, taking risk with Ollie, we've got 4 games in the next 2 weeks and we can't do them both out. You can see that. Morgan was ill last night, felt a lot better today, and just a strange one. We get the centre backs back, or some centre backs back, and then all the forwards go down at the same time. So frustrating, but I'm not going to be as frustrated as Bill and Ola. They're desperate to be out there and helping the team, so we'll work as hard as we can to get them back for Tuesday.
So just to follow up on that, they've got a chance then, have they been involved?
Yeah, obviously with Bill's hamstring, he's just not quite ready. We've had it re-scanned and he's still progressing and it's healing, which is great, but he's not quite ready. And like I say, Ollie today would have been a big risk. He's not trained since Tuesday when he did it. So just the way it goes, but listen, we'll be fine, we'll get on with it, and like I say, Tuesday now, at home, 5 out of the last 7, really important game.
Did you miss Sharp today? Not for necessarily chances, because he can't do anything with nothing either, but just the team know where he is. They're on the same wavelength, whereas with a newer striker they perhaps don't.
Yeah, we've had, and I think that's been the story in different positions. One thing I've been proud of the players and the staff are doing is, as we've lost play, we worked really hard and got some good results, but then we were losing key areas of the field together and trying to put new relationships together. And listen, I'm not going to lie, we felt that, and the dynamic of the team's changed throughout these 20 games or so, whatever it is. Today was another big shift in terms of dynamic, and of course it does make a difference. But as I said, hopefully we'll have them back sooner rather than later. Not only that for the 11, it's the experience as well in the dressing room. I say it all along, if I could fill that dressing room with all the experienced players that would be available and have been successful at this club or been in fantastic form, certainly in the time when I've been here, then I'd do it. It might make picking the 11 more difficult, but I'd much rather have a team full of that, who we're going to impact the pitch. Sooner rather than later we want to get that back.
Obviously the paperwork must have come through for Aremovic, otherwise he wouldn't have been on the bench. What state is he in terms of being able to play?
Well, if he played less than a month ago, which is good. Been training on his own. It's just a case of getting him up to speed. He's experiencing obviously the Championship, a different style of football. I guess it's one of them. We'll only find out when he gets on the pitch. But in terms of, like before, you look at his pedigree and his background. He can play. He's a good footballer. So we'll be able to judge him better, and he'll get a better feel for it when he gets on the pitch. But with so little time left, he'd need to hit the ground running.